There you go. Welcome, everyone, and good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. So, today we have a special guest, and welcome, by the way, for two Web3 reality show with Harley. And today we're going to talk about our Broky days. Yes. And we have our sponsor,
Is my camera
Broky
rugging?
Ew. I'm
Is my
sorry.
camera rugging? It looks like my
Uh,
camera is rugging.
yes, looks like it.
Oh shit!
You can try to rejoin
All
or
right, I'll leave and come back. Give
all
me a
right.
second.
All right. So yeah, we will be waiting and we have our special guest today. So he will be he'll be telling the story of his broke days, brokey days. You know, we all been there, right? So once again, welcome Steve Inu, the sponsor for today's live stream show. So yeah, hi Steve. How are you doing today? There. Oh geez. Sorry. Oops. Am I rugging? Steve, are you there? Oh, all right. Seems like we're having problems on the uh on Steve's side. But yeah, happy Monday, everyone. How are you guys doing? Did you guys even rest? Did you guys even leave Twitter? No. I know some of you did not. So, is the sick days over? Everyone got the cold already? Hmm? Did you get the Did you get the memo? Everyone should be sick. Everyone. Did you guys got it too? Hmm? All right. Well, let's ask. Actually, I'm gonna introduce you guys to you guys, our guest for today. So, like I said, he will be telling us the story of his brokey days and how did he manage to break free from that brokey days. So yeah, watch out, watch, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome, Creon.
What an intro. Thank you, thank you. Can you hear me though?
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool, cool. I'm not familiar with the streaming platform, so bear with me. And yeah, thank you so much for welcoming me and I'm excited to be here.
Well,
I'm not prepared, so I'm so sorry about the video. It's just off.
it's okay. I mean,
Thank you.
we don't want to dox anyone here, like we want to, right?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Well, of course, you know, we appreciate you anyway for joining us today, and we have Steve. Steve,
Man, this
Steve, let's.
pre-stream sucks. My camera
I
doesn't work. What the fuck?
maybe the browser. Are you using phone?
Yeah, I'm using my iPhone. Yes.
Maybe you have to have the camera. What's that again? I forgot. It's like when you have to approve the camera to be. I forgot the word for that. Creon, help me out here.
If you
Yeah.
have to like allow it to the
Yes,
settings, I'm not.
allow, allow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I actually allowed it already, but I don't know why it's not
Oh,
working.
I
it
haven't
doesn't
tried it
Yeah.
matter.
on phone.
So,
Okay.
guys,
Add camera. Okay.
hello. Oh
Let's
my.
see.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if it works.
Hello.
It just keeps saying unable to add camera.
Hello. Oh,
Yeah. I
that's too bad. But anyway, it's
I I,
okay.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Anyways, yeah.
Restream is rugging you guys so bad. Anyway, even Tars hate hate Restream, but Restream makes my life bit easier because we can stream on different platforms. Like
Right.
we're live on X, we're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and even on I'm on my X right now. I mean X account,
Yep.
and yes, also with YouTube on YouTube. So right, so there you go. Good morning,
Morning. Morning.
happy Monday.
GM.
Yeah, GM. So let me just ask you guys, how's your previous week? I mean, the market is bleeding, and also, I mean,
It's
everyone's
horrible. It's horrible. The market's horrible. But thankfully, Ton is still doing quite well.
done is is kind of like the shining, you know,
What's
the
it's red
shining
days
gem,
again. Yeah.
the shining gem. When everyone's bleeding, he's the only one green, you know.
Yep. Absolutely.
So yeah, I've seen so many people rallying ton. Whenever I go, whatever spaces I go, it's always ton. Anyway,
I personally think that Ton's going to be the next Solana. So, right now the Americans are not into Ton yet,
mm,
but the rest of the world is, and I think it's only playing catch up to Solana.
well, my my opinion to that is it's not gonna be the next Solana. Rather, it's gonna be Ton, but it's gonna be bigger than Solana anyway
Yeah,
mm,
100%.
because the users.
100%.
Yeah, but we're not gonna talk about that mainly. We're gonna talk about the, how Koreans survive the brokey days. Well, it's fun to talk about it sometimes, because when you think about it, at least you get, thankful that I've done that already and I'm good already.
Mm,
Sometimes we forget to be thankful of what we have. So this this show is just to remind everyone, of course, that we go uh, we go through this situation, and all of us go through all these situations, especially if we make decisions that not too good. So
mm.
yes, we on.
Yeah. Thank you. And by the way, it's nice to meet you, Steve. So we're kind of like almost strangers here. I've only met Harley like days ago or just a week ago. But yeah, I'm
Okay,
so excited to be here. To join you guys. So
nice.
yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I can ask you if we have listeners, but or how many
Oh
there.
yeah,
But if pretty sure they are. So yeah, my name is Crayon. I am.
Crayon, as in the drawing
Ye-
crayon.
um,
Rayon.
sounds like that, but the
It's
spelling is
there you
different.
go. The name is
Ke
on.
yeah,
Yeah,
Kreon. That's how I spell it.
Kreon. Got it. Crayon.
Yeah.
Rayon.
Yeah. Happy to be here. And well, I'll
Yeah,
be honest with you. I'll be real with you guys. I'm I'm still like working my way. Because I'm still a brokey, and to be honest, I want to keep the brokey mentality. When I saw your website, I checked. I love what you guys are standing for, and it resounds to me. It resonates to me. What you guys are like advocating there. So I got excited when Harley told me about it, and she said, I'm looking for a guy who's actually who have been broke and stuff." And then I said, I could be that guy. I just I just didn't know that I'll be the only one. Why it's just
I,
me?
I mean,
I
there's
I I don't think Holly's talking about being a co-host. I think she says she's looking for a guy.
oh
Yeah.
please
She's looking
don't
for a husband
don't
material.
no sugar daddy. Kidding.
Sugar
That's another
daddy.
thing. Yeah,
I
that's
wanted to
Even
another thing
better.
though.
Even better.
freedom.
Sugar daddy. Love it. Love it.
You want a shortcut? Sure, daddy. Kidding. Anyway,
Well,
so yeah, let's go ahead and dive into
mhm.
Creon's journey. So, Creon.
Yeah, so it's not exactly what you're
Wait,
expecting.
wait a minute. I'm gonna ask
Yeah, sure.
questions so that we can be guided, so
All
that
right.
you're not gonna be giving the stories right away to them.
All
Let
right.
them
All
be
right.
curious.
Cool.
So, Creon, what's your, let's say, right now? You said you're still brokey, right? But are you in in a better situation now?
I'd say yes. I'm in a better situation. I have this positive thinking because it was way worse last year. But financially, I'm still not there. But because it takes a lot when you go broke. It's not just financial. There's a lot of aspect that's being hit. You get fucked up real hard. First and foremost, your meant your how do I say emotion and mentality gets
Yeah,
like that breaks first before anything else.
yeah,
So um, I, I, I kind of lost my shit like last year, and then but now I can say I'm in a better place in terms of emotional and mental. Financially,
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
working.
back.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you're
that's cool.
gone.
Yeah, I got rugged a little bit. I don't like restream.
Yeah, sorry
Yeah,
about
sorry.
that. Sorry
Mhm.
about that. Anyway, Miss Hustle, yo, let's go. She said, shout out to Miss Hustle and shout out
All
to
right,
our 22 million viewers.
let's go.
Anyway, yeah, our first question is, when you think about the days that you're broke, what's
Mhm.
the first, what's the first thing that you feel like, kind of like you remember the days? What we're going to do right now is we will have you remember the days.
Mm.
What's the thing that you don't want to again experience, when you were broke? Like, what's the thing that makes you, no, I gotta have better decisions now because I don't want to have that again, that one particular experience that you have.
Yeah. One thing that really sticks is having debts.
Sorry, you
Liability.
asking me or Crayon?
Oh, it's Creon.
All
Sorry,
right, right.
Steve.
All right.
And yeah, Steve, by the way, Steve, you can also ask Creon on, about his journey on the Brokey. And also later, we'll have you give advices about the Brokey mindset. Steve.
Right, sure. All right, Crayon, over to you.
Yeah. About the question.
Come
I
on,
think
Crayon,
what I
chop
re-
chop, let's go.
yeah. Yeah. I'm here.
And can't you
Are,
hear?
can you hear me? Can you give me a second though? Or
Oh
let me
man,
just fix
he's
my.
rugging.
Hold
He's
on.
rugging.
Am I rugging
Yeah,
though?
No, no, no.
this restream is not working.
What's that?
Everything is not going to plan.
I'm sorry. I love it. Oh, hang on. Um, should we open space? I kind of like it to be in the live stream because the repurposing the content that it will be. It is an inspiring story, but yeah, well, if it won't work, we can just open a space. But yeah, I'll just have the stream open, and I'll have you guys on the spaces. Is that gonna be cool?
I think that would work a lot better because it looks like Crayon's rugging, I'm rugging, everything's rugging. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, rest- restream. Why are you doing this
Yeah.
to me?
I'm back. I'm sorry.
So how many people are on the stream right now that you can count?
We have 30. I mean, what do you mean? Uh, oh, oh my God! You, okay. You have Steve Eno here too. You have Steve Eno here too. I think you've joined 3 times, so I don't know where.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna get out of this restream
Yes,
and send me
I'll
the
just.
link
Yeah.
to Twitter Spaces and I'll join via Twitter Spaces.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Steve.
Yeah.
I apologize for this restream fucked up, but
Yeah. This platform sucks. All right, I'm leaving. Send me the link to Twitter.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
I'm setting it up.
Yeah.
My Broky days. Okay. So, Creon, you can.
Yeah, I'm back.
All
Can
right.
you hear me?
Yes. All right.
Yeah. Let me just fix something because I'm trying to figure out what's that music I'm hearing. I have
For real?
something else. Yeah, something else is playing on my background. Um,
Which one?
no, it's. I think it must be. I have a lot of um windows and tabs open, so that must be it. Let me just find it.
Oh my god.
I
My.
have like uh hundreds of tabs here, so I'm sorry.
Oh well, that's so me. Mm-mm.
That's why you do when you're in crypto, right?
Yeah.
Lots of tabs and lots of communities. Just give me a
Broky. You know. Okay. Start now.
oh, okay, stop.
Yeah. I
Okay,
just.
there. Okay, so I'm really sorry. Sorry about
No,
that.
it's
Cause
okay. Don't apologize. It happens. Shit happens. It's life.
yeah,
It's just like the live, you know, the live streaming of life.
yeah. And it's
So
also raining. Can you hear it?
no, hello. Even my
Oh,
mic
it's
is not
not.
working. I don't know. It just don't work.
Yeah, but you're good. I can hear you clearly though.
All
So
right,
yeah. Sorry. Let's go back to the show. What's your question?
all right. So yeah, I have here the spaces of now. We have Broken DC Studio. We have Jai. Welcome to the space, guys, and yeah, please retweet the space as we also have the live stream up. So yeah, we have 41 million viewers on the live stream right now. So yeah, I'm
Wow.
just gonna just mm-mm, maybe they'd believe. Anyway, hey, Miss Hustle. Oh my God, my grandma's here. Mm.
Yeah, Miss Hustle. Shout out to
Miss
you,
Hustle, shout out. So yeah,
Jim.
um, I let's go to the question
Mm-hmm.
and hello. Still nothing. What's the thing that you don't want to experience again? There you go. That you don't want to experience again.
Yeah.
When you were broke.
Yes. So I'm still broke, right? So, but
I mean,
there's
broker.
progress. There's progress. But the
When
thing
you
I
were
hate
broke.
about being broke, yeah. The thing I hate about being broke because I never experienced it before, like having debts, like liabilities to pay. Um, I, I reached that point where I maxed out my credit cards and then I owed people money, and I hated that because I never had to experience it before. It's not that I'm rich or we're wealthy. It's just that I'm really satisfied with what I have, like simple life, something like that. But starting during my crypto days and how do I say like after pandemic, there's a lot of things happen, right? Life happened there, and along the way, I was trying to start something on Web3. I needed money. I needed community, so I needed funds and all that. So yeah, I used my credit and then also the money that I earned from crypto. And there's a lot of mismanagement that happened. So plus the market going down, I hated 2022 because a lot of crises happened, right? Ukraine and Russia, fuck them. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean the war.
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
wanna
the
get
war. What happened? And then
I-
there's some Bankman Fried, FTX, Luna. I got
yeah, yeah,
affected by that as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
You can swear to them, not the one
yeah.
who can give us
I'm sorry.
send
I'm
us.
sorry. Yeah, I got carried away.
Oh my God, I want to live, Creon,
no,
even though
no, no,
I'm
no.
low.
Sorry, sorry. No, I mean, the
Kidding.
and then a lot happened there. Like by end of 2022, I was like feeling like, okay, this is it. I'm broke. First quarter of 20. I mean that was end of 2022, and
Well,
then
yeah.
first
Let
quarter
me.
of 23. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sorry. How old are you? When you when you were experiencing those, just to have the
Mm.
audience, have a kind of like
Okay. Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
age
So
are
I
they
might.
experiencing this.
Yeah, I was turning 30 when it all happened. I'm actually 32 now. So
Mm.
you can say that I'm I've gone through a lot already, because by the time you hit 20 plus, you start having responsibilities, right? And then you need to like grow up a little bit and all that. So I was really responsible until I experienced the pandemic and then all this crisis. Um, so I became broke.
But what I was gonna ask is, yeah, you before you become broke, you were doing good, right? So
Yeah.
what
Hmm.
was the and you said at the age of 20 you got responsibilities already. Are you a rich kid? Or
No way. There's no way I'm a
I
rich
just
kid.
yeah. So you were not a rich kid, but you were a hardworking kid, and then
Yeah.
you got the earnings. You earned because of crypto as well. You got onboarded on Web3
Hmm.
on what year?
Oh yeah. So going back to that. Okay, so let's do a little bit of background. So I got involved in crypto in 2017, although I learned about it in 2013. In
Okay.
2017, I've been attending like seminars held by Binance. I remember going to UP uh, for a seminar. There were
So,
like few people there.
but yeah,
But
what do you do on Web3 when you started
when I
Web3?
started,
After, like, maybe let's say after a year of going to those seminars, what did you target? Is it Web3 jobs?
no, I just invested. So I had this $500 capital, and then I put it in. I put it on Ethereum. I bought Ethereum back then. It was just like uh, I
So
think
Ethereum.
14,000 pesos. Yeah, I
Um,
think
so
around that range.
it's
And then I pull out my money after 3 weeks because it was taking too long. I was so impatient, and that was one of my biggest mistakes.
I see. So we have here Miss Hustle and Broky. Do you guys have a question, or get? I'll just continue the questioning here.
No,
But
no questions. Let's go.
okay,
Let's go.
all right. So my next
We're
question.
30 minutes into the stream already, and
Okay,
yeah, we're still fucking around here. Come on, let's go.
all right.
Yeah.
So my next question is, what do you think is the mistake that you did? Why you lost all those earnings, or those you know things that you've worked for, whatever it is, or however you've earned it. Mm-mm.
Okay. So biggest thing you need to be prepared for is management, because once you go to a certain level of success and you earn all this money,
Mhm.
you'll never really know what to do with them, right? So at first you have a target, especially when you go above your target. It can be, I don't know, you cannot remember what was your initial plan, something like that. You're blissful, you're happy, you're in a state and stage of euphoria, something like that. And you be like, especially if you're a giver, you'll be sharing this to people and all that, or you will spend it. That's why a lot of um athletes and even the people who won lottery, they end up being broke again because they don't know how to manage, and that what happened to me too. So I learned that I have to be literate when it comes to finances. Also investing in business, physical business, yeah, physical businesses too, because I do trading. I do a lot of virtual um, opportunities. That's what I'm in for. But um, putting them into like IRL business, I didn't know about that, and then I don't know how to manage. That's
Okay.
why I fail. Yeah.
So, yeah, who? are the people that you are with when you are broke, or who are the people that kind of understand your situation, is if there's any. Most of the time there's
Um,
not.
yeah, about that, I'm very secretive about my problem. I don't share it to people as much as possible. I don't want to be burdened to anyone, but I did share it to my best friends. Just like the surface of my problem, I share it to them. But most, like 90% of my problem, I didn't tell anyone. It's just me. Um, that's why
So
it's difficult.
anyway, welcome guys. We have Lazy Dan, Saitama, Fiona, Chimmy Nuts, OT, Wilfred, Big CG, host Guy. Please retweet the space. Let's have more people in here. Okay, so yeah, what we're doing here, for those who just got in here, we're we're decoding Creon's mistakes. Kidding. Why he got broke. Anyway,
Hmm.
we talk about these things for the people who doesn't experience it yet. At least when they hear it, at least they have oh, that's not gonna be good when I do that too. Anyway, just for inspiration as well. If you're going through something, all people go through all this, because sometimes we think like it's just us. No, we all do. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And what are the things, what are the hard truths that you've learned during those days? The thing that you
Hmm.
you never thought it's gonna be the truth.
Okay, the hard truth will be when you're up there, when you reach success, when you have money, you have a lot of friends. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people who will be joining you, um, but
There's a lot of
they're
clap.
they're they're not in they're not in it for the ride when you're going down,
Mm,
just when you're going up, right? So you have to really secure yourself first, um, and before you do that, you have to educate yourself. You think you're good right now. You have plans and strategies and all that. Um, Wait until you're there, like up there. Emotions that kind of make us it makes us dumb when you're already there because you're happy. You're not thinking straight.
okay, so when you're
There's a lot of people who are like just want to have fun with you and all that, but they're not really like caring when you lose it all.
sad.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard
So
fact.
anyway, when you when you found out, like, oh my god,
Mm.
my friends are not my real friends, what happened when
Mm.
you recovered? Did you kind of engage with them again, or what did you do? Did you not make friends with them again, or be friends with them again?
Yeah. I can't say they're not my real friends. So I mean, they're just different kinds of friends that we have, you know.
uh,
So I don't want to like demonize them or anything. It's just that maybe
no,
they have their own problems too, and I understand that. I learned to understand that we have different situations in life, and you cannot like force them to be with you when you're down, because after all, it's your
it's our,
journey,
yes, it's
right?
our journey. And
So,
sometimes, maybe the universe don't want us to interfere into someone's challenge. Imagine if you just
yeah.
made someone's life easier. I mean, they helped you, or they helped that person, instead of that person getting the lesson, learning the lesson supposed to be on that challenge. Now they didn't, they didn't learn it. Instead, you made it easy, and now they have to repeat, they have to go through that again. So instead, you did not help, you just interfered, just
Yeah,
crazy
but
things. Mm,
yeah, I have to say that I have to cut a lot of people off too, because
mm.
some of them made my life harder than it was. I kind of said I'm going through something. I'm already on survival mode, and I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm just communicating it that well. I cannot articulate my emotions and all that because I'm very nonchalant person. It's I think that's the problem with me. They don't take it seriously when I say something, especially when it's about a problem. So there is and there's a lot of people who are like that, especially men. We don't know how to express their feelings, and
but
especially if it's a problem, right?
yeah,
So
so sorry. What are the um hang on, let me just check that. I forgot.
yeah, go on.
Um yeah, so what are now the lessons that you've learned? I mean these lessons are
Mm.
continuously, being learned, but let's say what's the most valuable lesson? Like something that you the golden lesson you picked from that.
Yeah, I actually listed a few here. Is it few or there's a lot? Sorry. Um, okay, let me just read them all if that's fine with you. So
Okay.
I've listed them. So first one is manage your emotions. You need to stay rational no matter what, especially if you're a giver. Stick to your plans well. Um, Manage your assets based on your strategies. Find your exits, ASAP, and then execute accordingly and make sure that these plans are based on logic, not emotions, right? And I said already, you need to educate yourself about finances.
Mhm.
Information is free; it's all over the internet, so make time for that. And then you also need to set a limit, even it comes when it comes to doing good. Even if you can afford it right now, you're not being selfish if you're having limits. Your good intentions sometimes end up hurting you or others. As they say, right, the path to hell is paved with good intentions. So it may be to you or to yourself or to others. So you got to be careful with that too. Also, be comfortable in saying no and delivering bad news. I suck at that. So
Yeah, just say no. I mean, you know, things start to get better when you just don't give a fuck. Anyway, so
it's not
yeah,
that you don't give a fuck, though.
no, 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 it's
Don't be
okay.
like that.
I mean,
But
just uh,
yeah, I get what you said. I get what you're saying.
let me
My
just
new.
hang on. Let me just acknowledge the arrival of our friend Taris Resh.
LFG.
So
GMGM.
Taris, are you there or are you driving? And guys, I'm gonna be
Why is
asking
this
again.
here?
Please retweet the space. Yeah, please retweet the space and also, mention your friend that was once broke or whatever. Can share.
We're all still broke, Harley. What are you talking about? Come on now. We'd be out here doing this
Pretending.
shit if we had money.
Oh my God! Can you just for now? Let's pretend that
Darius.
I found a sugar daddy. Let's pretend.
Yeah, I need a sugar mama too. When you find one for me, I'll find one for you. We can work something out.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
let's
realistically, most of us would not be doing this if we had money.
I mean,
For real.
are we still gonna do this then? Let's end this. It's not gonna. I'm
You know
kidding.
what, Harley? I would continue to do spaces even if I had money. Because I actually enjoy spaces. I enjoy talking to people and
There
learning
you
new
go.
things about different projects and shit. But like, I definitely wouldn't be driving a truck.
Of course. I mean,
No.
that's doing what you love is I think it's I forgot again, whatever.
It's the
Anyway,
pipe dream that people pitch to you when you're growing up, and then you realize you have to do shit you hate to survive.
after afterwards oh my God, life is shit. I'm kidding. Anyway, for those who has questions, I mean, to our guest Creon, and we have, like I said, we have Broki Inu, our sponsor for today's spaces in live stream. So yeah, Broki Inu, let's actually ask him as well. Uh, what's the latest on Broki Inu right now? Maybe we could get rich there.
Right. So let me share my experience with everybody
Yeah.
on the space about making money, losing money, making money, losing money. Right. So if you've been in Web 3 for a while, you would have been rug pulled, you would have been scammed, you would have lost your money trading on
Mm-hmm.
leverage. That's just the norm because this is a highly volatile asset class that we're playing. I've been in crypto since June 2017. That was the first coin that I bought was Ethereum when Ethereum was like
Six
Same.
dollars.
And I've turned like 20 grand to 7 figures, and I lost half of it when the market became bearish, and then I made the money back when the DeFi summer came. I didn't go into the NFT cycle because I couldn't understand why people would pay a couple of $100,000 for an NFT for a picture of a monkey. So and through all these learnings, being in the crypto space for over 7 and a bit years now, what I have learned is, number one, I'm a shit trader. I am not a trader. I'm a builder. I build projects. I build communities, but I'm useless as a trader. I just don't have the nerves for it. So I don't trade on leverage. So that is the one advice I would give everybody. Don't fucking trade on leverage. This is going to kill you. And just in the last 7 days, you would have seen that the whole altcoin market shed its pants, right? So if you were trading on 2x leverage or even 3x leverage, you would have got killed. You would have got liquidated. The only safe haven right now is Bitcoin and maybe a little bit of Ethereum. But really, all the altcoins are all down 50%, 70%. So if you were trading on leverage, you would have lost all your money. So my advice to people who are new into crypto or people that are relatively new, just got in, maybe 6 months, 1 year, don't think you can make your fortune trading on leverage. I would suggest to buy spot and to hold, particularly the good projects. And you really need to follow the crypto narratives. In Web3, in crypto, the narratives change every 6 months. 6 months ago, the hot narrative was AI. The hot narrative was DeepIn. And then it was meme coin, and then it changed again. So you gotta be very nimble when you're putting your money into crypto. So that would be my advice if you don't want to be a brokey.
Yeah, I mean, um, on crypto,
You don't
actually.
hear that too often from projects.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I agree with them. With Steve, don't trade on leverage.
I
I
mean,
lost a lot of money there too.
As a new trader, don't trade on leverage. If you don't know what you're doing, leverage wrecks you completely. I agree. But there are people that make a living trading on leverage all day, every day. But usually what they do is they're trading small trades. They're not trading $1 million trades.
they're just,
That's
you
true.
know,
That's true. Yeah. Exactly. And I would say leverage actually determines on how much profit you're making on that particular trade, because I don't think without a very nice leverage, you're not making much. Except you're just you're using a very big amount of money to enter that particular trade. So if you don't know what you're doing, you can't use leverage. Yeah, but it's quick to liquidate your account too if you're using leverage. That's kind of what ends up happening to most people. And what a lot of people don't realize is that you can over leverage. You can literally bankrupt your whole account by leveraging a position and missing an exit if you're not careful. Exactly. And because crypto trades 24/7, you can't be awake looking at charts 24/7. You could go to bed and Elon Musk says something on his Twitter account, and you could have been liquidated, or you could have made a lot of money. But in most cases, that's like Doge. Yep. Yeah, but in most cases, the market takes from you. The market doesn't give you, and we all live on hopium. We all look at some examples of somebody putting in $100 and becomes a millionaire, and we all want to be that guy or that girl. And in most cases, it doesn't happen. So you just got to be realistic and say, hey, I'm just going to put my money either on spot, at most on 2x leverage, and then just put my money into good projects and get 10x, 20x. 10x, 20x. Yeah, I mean, 10x, 20x is pretty fucking good, because if you trade on equities, getting 20% or 15% a year, you're already a champion trader. You're lucky to make 5 or 7 on the stock market.
You're lucky
Realistically,
if you're
if
not
you're
getting burned on trading. Anyway,
correct.
I get liquidated most of the time. No trading for me. I'll just host this and try to find trigger that. Kidding. Anyway, guys, oh my god, we have 11 reposts. We have 30 people in the room. Guys, what did I do to you? 0.1 seconds to retweet the space, and you'll make me happy today. Make me happy.
Harley's like, just press the button.
Yeah, just point.
Exactly.
Mm,
So yeah, I mean, those are on the spaces right now, or those that are listening in on the other platforms. If you can just help us promote this AMA, so we get more people in here. Yeah, well, I think we're having a pretty interesting discussion about the current
yeah.
state of the crypto market and how to navigate this space, right? Because it's not easy. It's very tricky right now. It's very volatile. So if you want to make money from crypto, this could be a make or break moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll.
Well, the problem is that the market right now is so skewed with everything going on. Like, nobody knows what's going to happen right now. Like, everybody was expecting that bull cycle to kick in, and we're kind of in it, but we're still kind of like at the cusp of it, and everybody's like scared. Yeah, I mean that's the market. That's how a market operates, particularly in crypto where it's so volatile. And just to kind of quickly talk about Brokie and the whole concept of Brokie as a project is because of this experience. I mean, it's called Brokie for a reason, and we've all been rug pulled, we've all lost money, and being a Brokie is not a bad thing because we've all been Brokies at one time in our journey in crypto. But it's about not giving up and coming back. If you fall down 7 times, you get up 8, and you come back and you come back stronger. And that's what the ethos of Brokie Inu project's all about.
Okay.
We started off as a meme coin on Solana about 81 days ago, and people that invested in the pre-sale and just after we launched on Solana all did really well. People got 30x, 35x for the early investors, and even for the later investors, people were getting anywhere between 7x to 15x. Right now, the market's correcting, and the price has dipped a little bit. But the trick is, you always got to come up with new things. So after we launched on Solana, we launched another meme coin, another Brokie meme coin, but on the Ton chain. We launched a Ton because Ton has got tremendous potential as the potential next Solana, and 900 million active monthly users on Telegram. Every Telegram account comes with a Ton wallet, so the potential to onboard a big community on Ton is too good to pass up. So we launched the second meme coin on the Ton chain, and that's gone well as well. Pre-sale investors all got 2x at all-time high, and and then those two meme coins are still going well. And now we're launching Brokie 3.0. Brokie 3.0 is the Brokie Launchpad, and with the Brokie Launchpad, we are turning the two meme coins into utility coins. And I think going forward, this is what meme coins have to do. They have to provide some sort of utility to the meme coin. If not, it's going to die a pretty quick death. Because if you're just a meme coin and your valuation is not in the hundreds of millions, then the only thing you can talk about is the price. And if the price goes down, if the price dips, everybody cheats, everybody sells, everybody moves on to the next shiny meme coin, and then your project is dead. So it's very important that you build utility for the meme coins that you launch, and not just utility. Utility is great, but you also have to think about a revenue model for the project as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
So
most. Sorry.
that's the upcoming trend, I think, for a lot of meme coins that are launched. You need to provide utility, and also you need to come up with some sort of a revenue model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most important
Literally
thing.
saying that don't
Mm.
meme coin
Hey, by the way.
is what you're
Oh.
saying. Don't
Like,
what? Sorry?
Oh my
You're
god.
literally saying don't be a meme coin. No, I mean, like you're saying that you're no. I get what you're saying, but it's literally the opposite of what a meme coin is. If you're a meme coin, you're just there for the community. You're there for the hype, for the pump. If you're providing utility and you're providing a revenue model, you're actually building up a token as tokens were intended to be built. Well, maybe not intended to be built, but tokens as an actual legitimate business rather than just tossing out for the memes. Memes are always going to be short-lived. Memes are always going to be hype or fun-based or something, because that's exactly what memes are when it comes to the internet. There's something that people get into and enjoy and think are funny, and then when they die, they die. And you're talking about building up a whole business. Meme coins aren't viable anymore, is basically what you're saying. No, I think my view on meme coins and you. So my understanding of meme coins is, yes, to start off, it's a funny meme. It's a funny picture. It's a funny story. Everybody gets into it, right? Whether it be a political meme or a meme of a dog, a cat, a frog, whatever it is, right? It stands for something. And meme coin is great for building communities because people vibe with the story, people vibe with the art or whatever, and they come in. But eventually, when you've got a community, you need to provide some sort of utility to the community. If not, it's going to die. And I slightly disagree with you on the purpose of a meme coin should stay as a meme coin only, because nobody wants to lose money. Who wants to lose money? Nobody does. So, if eventually all meme coins go to the graveyard, then eventually people are going to lose their money. So no one's going to enjoy that experience. So in terms of what we're doing at Brokie, we launched 2 meme coins. We built a great community. Now we have to build utility. We have to build a business around it. And that is what Brokie is building. Thank you so much. And well, before Miss Hustle's hands fall down, Miss Hustle, thank you so much for being with us today. And yes, how are you doing? Happy Monday.
Good evening, everybody. What is good in here?
Well,
All good.
we're good. We're trying to decode how not to be broke. Miss Hustle, do you have any?
Yeah, I actually really do. Hey, Brokey, I just want to introduce myself to you. I don't think I probably haven't spoken to you before. Have we spoken before, Brokey?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, cool. So I'm Miss Hustle. I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Right.
Yeah, so I've only been on the scene for around about 12 months. I had absolutely didn't know nothing to do with trading and stuff. I have real estate, so I'm a single mum. My little one's autistic. I bought my own home when I was 25. I'm 37 now. I'm looking at my next property as well. So financially, I'm quite okay.
Comfortable.
But then, I actually met a fellow. He actually dragged me out of a rip. I was drowning, and he dragged me out of this rip. And I went back to his house, and he had all these screens, and I was like, "What the fuck is this shit? Like, what is going on?" Anyway, he's like, "I trade," and I'm like, "What do you mean you trade?" So so he kind of got me into it as such, but it's so hard. Like when I came in, I think my first trade was May, I think, of last year. My first trade was Pepe. So
right.
Holy shit, like that's what I walked into. Like that was my first trade. And I think that really set me up in a really bad way.
Yeah.
It was my very first token. And it was easy. I was like, holy shit. I just put a couple $100 in and I pulled out, a fair few $1,000s. And it's just like chasing that dragon, you know. It really, really, really is. And I mean, I'm quite well known now on Twitter. In a lot of spaces, I host a lot of spaces, I co-host a lot of spaces. But yeah, as opposed to learning and stuff, I want to ask you. I want to ask, you know, where there's people like myself that are so like new to this type of stuff. You know, obviously you don't open these fucking inboxes where it's like, how is your crypto journey going for you? Like, get fucked. Like, you just want to drain my goddamn wallet. But like, where do people like newbies? Where do you suggest they kind of try to get this kind of help of other people? Like, I have 28 wallets at the moment, and I have got there's all these tokens everywhere. Like, and I need to like condense them down, and like 28 wallets. So yeah, like, what's your advice like to new people? To where they learn this information and kind of can able to trust people to be able to give them that kind of information so they can carry on in a positive kind of way.
Right, right. I'll chip in to that, Miss Hustle. Yeah. So where I get crypto info, every day I spend a couple of hours on YouTube. I follow a couple of YouTubers that I find that their content is well researched. They provide data. It's not just pump, 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 pump. So Crypto Banter is a good show that you might want to follow. The other one is this kid called Virtual Bacon. He's pretty good. Ivan on Tech, not bad. Those are the three I would say that would provide you a lot of insights on what's going on in the crypto market. And crypto lives on Twitter or X or whatever it's called today. And there are a couple of Twitter influencers in crypto that you can follow. Yeah, so that's where I get a lot of information from. And also there's crypto media like Cointelegraph that is pretty good on keeping me up to date on what's going on. Maybe sometimes they explain why the market behaved the way they behave, whether it's pumping or dumping. And, you know, then you got to put all this information together, right? So, you know, don't blindly follow anybody. Although I gave you a couple of names, but don't follow blindly. So you got to think for yourself. All right, I've got this information from the media. I've got this information from influencers. I've got this information from crypto Twitter. Now, how should I navigate this current market, right? Based on this information. And with Twitter, because it's 24/7, you can't sleep on it. You know, you can't just buy a bunch of coins, go on holidays for 3 months, and then expect everything to be hunky-dory, right? So you always got to keep your finger on the pulse to make sure that, is this narrative an old narrative now? What are they talking about now? Yeah, so like I gave you the example before, you know, layer 2 was really hot 6 months ago. Now layer 2s have dumped, 50%, 60%. So it's not the hot narrative anymore. And you know, in the crypto space, because it's all pretty much on hype, it's all pretty much on narratives. Sometimes projects put in certain terms on their website to kind of, maybe trick is the wrong word, but to kind of mislead people. Like, you know, I've seen projects that said, we're an AI project, or we're a deepen project. But when you sort of think about, when you dig deeper on what that project's all about, it's got nothing to do with AI. It's got nothing to do with deepen. You know, basically, you know, you really need to dive into the tech to find out exactly what they are building. I'll give you an example. There was a project maybe about 3-4 months ago, because AI and deepen were two hot narratives in crypto. They call themselves an AI and deepen project. Okay, sounds really sexy. people were aping in. I get it. Um, and if you're going into that project for a trade, that's fine because you are just trading on the hype, and hopefully you get out. Um, but if you're going to hodl that project or that project token, you could be royally fucked because when you dig deeper into what they actually do is they raise a bunch of money from VCs. I can't remember now. Maybe I would like to say maybe 30 million or whatever from VCs. And all they did was to buy GPUs from NVIDIA, set up a data center, and all they were doing is renting out the GPU processing capability to AI companies. The project has got nothing to do with AI. The clients are AI companies. And the only deepen about them is they bought GPU chips. So, yeah, so it's kind of important for you to kind of weed out what's real and what's fluff. And so particularly if you're new in the space, you have to kind of spend a lot more time in trying to research in the projects before you put your money in. But if you're trading, then no problem. If something is pumping, put your money in, but just make sure you get out before it dumps.
Wow.
Yeah, right. That was pretty cool. So in a situation like myself is in, and there'll be thousands of other people, where we've got so many wallets or all these tokens that are just everywhere, and kind of need to know, to people kind of maybe have a look at the charts or whatever for each token, and like where would you suggest to be able to get that information? Like, is there anyone you can copy trade or anything like that to be able to look at it and go, hey, look, like you've got all these tokens in all of these wallets. Let's condense them down, into your altcoins or your stable coins instead of your shit coins and your meme coins. Like where would you suggest for people like myself, to be able to actually get that kind of information, to be able to learn how to condense all that type of stuff, I suppose,
yeah. So it all depends on the state of the market. So right now, the market is looking very bearish. Bitcoin was down to 63,000, I think, today. Solana is dumping as well. Yeah, it don't look so good right now. So when the market is not pumping like a motherfucker, the clever thing to do is to consolidate and and go for a flight to safety, right? So sell some of your I guess really shit coins and go into projects that are building. Go into projects that have a good narrative. Go into projects that have got good teams, good dev teams. And typically those projects will probably be in the top 50 in on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. Those are the safer bets. If you are putting money on a coin that is 1,224 ranking, it's likely it's not going to come back, particularly when the market is down. So then you gotta think: is the market? Are we going into a bear market, or are we still in a bull market? And then you need to make a decision that way. So I mean, I always tell people you need to do your own research. You can't copy trade somebody else, because if you're copy trading somebody else, then you are giving your assets. You're giving your money to somebody else to control, and that to me is not a good way to make money. If I fuck up, it's my fault. If I make money, hey, I'll take the credit for it. Instead of relying on somebody else to make money for me.
All right. Well, those are great points. I mean, you know, one of the things that you can actually also add to that, or just remember always to study everything first before jumping into something. Make sure that you have at least the knowledge on the basics, and you have someone to ask, someone who knows those stuff, not someone who just knows airships and such. And that's why I'm really pushing proper onboarding, because it's important that people know, especially the newcomers, that there are risks. It's not just heaven here. Mm-mm. So yeah, we should be educating the newbies. What are the risks? Where should we, or where are the rewards? Or how do we, take advantage of the rewards? How do we go about this? And what are the things that we should avoid? Well, you touch on the first one earlier, is like, don't trade on leverage. So yeah.
See, that's the thing, though. All this information's out there, Harley. And like, what the same thing that Brokies been saying the whole time he's been here is information that's preached throughout the market consistently. The problem is that new people wanting to jump in are all hyped up because they're going to make millions of dollars trading shit coins like people did with Shiba Inu and Saitama and all these other wonderful tokens that pumped, and they don't want to read. They just want to say, okay, well, I'm going to find the cheapest coin I can get, toss $1,000 in, and I'm going to make 10 or 20 or $100,000, and then they lose all their friggin' money because they're too dumb to read. And like it's amazing because I've been in the space probably as long as you've been, Brokey. I started off just before the NFT boom in 2017. I didn't get into NFTs either. I was into Shiba Inu and Saitama when it first started out. I made decent money because I did some research. I saw that they were doing well, and I timed the market because when they crapped the bed, I got out. Yep.
Well,
So, but like people have been preaching this since 2013. So it just
research.
amazes me.
Research, guys, research. So yeah, Wilfred, before your hands fell down, what is it? What is it? Do you have a question, Wilfred?
Bullish. Zoom, everyone. Very happy to be attending with you this particular space. Just a very, very interesting topic to talk about. First of all, I would like to talk about the general how crypto market is, and for the newbies, maybe if you want to learn something, this is a very, very amazing space. I'd also talk about some few story about Broki, how I get attracted into this particular meme coin, right? Personally, I'm based in Africa, Kenya, and I'm a big fan of crypto enthusiast, and crypto educator. I've worked with several exchanges where I've been working as ambassador to enlighten and spread the word of crypto in different communities. And one thing I've come to realize that according to my experience over 4 years in the crypto space, I have learned a lot, right? Personally, I got liquidated in the year 2022. It is the time I was into a various project, and I had invested all my funds there. I remember it was $800. So what happened in the market? As it was on June, I can't really forget this. I got liquidated on June. It was on 2022. So through this, I learned a lot. I was trading on a leverage, and I was holding one coin. I remember the coin was the name GMT. I can't remember. So in crypto, we normally say, even if you are an expert, crypto doesn't really recognize that you're an expert, but how long you have been into this space, right? You can be very good trader, you can be very good crypto investor, and you will still lose, right? If you don't follow, if you're not disciplined enough. Remember, we say that market is the big boy, and you have to follow the market. You have to follow the trend. You have to follow what are the trends saying. So these, through this, I had to give up. I told myself, should I give up into this crypto space and just look to another way? But I said no, it is something that I've been into. and I feel like it is something that can change my life. So I felt giving up is not a correct option. It's not the right way to go. So, and also, I had during that time I was working as a finance ambassador. So there is a community I had already created, and there is nothing bad. There's nothing bad like taking people something that you are losing. I felt like, what about if I give up? What about my community, right? People that have been teaching all about how to trade futures, how to trade on the leverage. How will they feel, right? Then I just say, no, I don't have to feel to give up. What I only need is to learn the skill, to learn the best way, and make sure that I just follow as it is. This brought me to a Brokie. Brokie is one of the meme coins that really describe who I am, right? What I have come to pass through. What I have come to pass through. I've lost, right? I remember I was lost from $800 to $22, which at that moment I never expected to do that. I never expected to lose that a lot, right? And I was the kind of payment I was receiving by the end of the day, it was very minimal. So Brokie, I came to learn about Brokie. I think it was recently, right? The message, what it was passing, and how the coin is, right? I know, being into crypto space, I used to learn how to identify the real project, how to know how this project really functions, right? And the whole message towards it. So I got an opportunity and ventured to the Brokie website. I wanted first of all to connect with the founder because, in any project, if you're newbies, knowing who the founder is very important, right? I used to hear it, but I had to follow the community, see what the community is saying. What are some of the founder? What are these people who are behind the community, right? These are some of the things that maybe if you're newbies, maybe you're following a various project, this is one of the things you need to do. Check out on their website, check out on their social media what the community is saying behind the coin. So I realized that I got what I wanted, right? I got what I wanted. I had to connect with the founders, see, ask them. I attended their AMS as just somebody who don't know anything about this particular meme coin, right? And identify that it is a real meme coin. So I remember I entered the Brokie. I had to buy my first Brokie. Remember, it was then even listed. And what really happens? It was my first time buying a meme coin that has not yet listed into centralized exchange. And according to my experience, whatever Brokie is meant to, right, for the resilience, those people who have been drug pulled, those people who have been liquidated, I felt I belonged to the position, right? And through that, I think I made good money of it. I made something from it. I can't just say exact number, but I'm sure I gained much enough of it. So this is a token that is here and is currently a trending token, trending coin. If you really believe in it, I personally believe in it. I believe in founders because I've been into the community. I attend each and every AMA because once I realize that something is real, I will make an effort to make an extra effort to attend and also enlighten community about it.
Thank you so
All right.
much. Oh, sorry.
Another thing,
Yeah.
just for the newbies, when you come into crypto market, what really you are thinking about is only to earn, right? But one of the things you need to consider is that there is also another part that a lot of people really forget: learning, right? So you only focus on earning a lot, but you forget that there's also losing. Just as trade, we say trade is all about profit and losses, and most traders normally focus on profits, right? You also need to consider the other part. But for you to navigate to the other part, you need to consider what we call risk management, right? Learn something, gain this enough knowledge, learn how to manage those risks, and also be procedural, right? Everything has a procedure. Don't just enter into a trade and you want to trade leverage. Something even you don't know how it works. You want to do copy trading. Remember, copy trading, personally, I just consider copy trading as a form of betting, right? because you're not the one in control of your fund, right? You're not the one in control of your fund. What if you gain enough knowledge personally and you do it? In fact, this will help you even assist your siblings. Copy trading is a form of trading whereby it is the same like somebody giving you signal. Remember, you won't be in a position to understand how these signals are being read or are being formed. So this is not the best way to go. The best way, sit down, navigate through what is being said right in here in this particular email. Currently, Twitter space or X space is where the crypto market, all information is, right? And
Yeah,
also make sure a lot. Thank you guys. I just wanted to
mm,
echo this. Happy, I'm enjoying with the attending with you this email. A
thank
lot
you
to
so
say,
much.
but I may end up on this. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Wilfred. And yeah, for those next people who's going to be speaking, please, I know we tend to be passionate sometimes, but for the others to have chance as well, and we're running an hour too, and for everyone to have a chance. All right. So yeah, Timmy, how are you doing today? And yeah, what's your question or your take?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing GM for everybody. GM Ali, GM for GM Timmy, GM. Yes, he's GM with Fred, GM with Craig,
Ah,
GM with
yeah, 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 GM, yeah, GM. Kidding.
Yeah, I didn't pronounce it very well. I know.
All right. Three
And
GMs
one thing
enough.
I know about
Mm-mm.
you, yeah, one thing I know about you is you're showing that you don't hold back. When you when something happens, you don't know how to hide your feelings about it, and it's excellent. All right, a quick one before I drop the mic. I just want to say, on this space on Earth, I've met with a lot of people, but I want to say that there are just two people I can vouch oh, sorry, like post about now on this Twitter space that when you are with them or when you're following them, you will gain extremely, like you will gain beyond what what you could gain on a physical. Easy, Brokies, I've learned a lot from him. You know, front and back, from me to to my let me give it this. From me to my physical daily life activities. And there's also Ali, I've also been from her. So you can do well to follow them and follow them to their spaces. You will definitely gain a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Of course, we'd love to be friends with everyone, especially those who's giving value to this space. So yeah, kind of lost now. So the topic is, yeah, when you're navigating on Web3, especially that we have this, kind of like a mm, bleedy market, something that's really hard that everyone's kind of broke. Everyone's having that red mark on their wallet. But yeah, we will have this, from time to time, and it's just how you see it. It's accumulation, as they say. Like, of course, if there are down, if there's no down, how can be that there's up? Just think it like that. If there's down, it's just your time. It's just time for accumulation. And if you are accumulating anything right now, research. That's what they're saying, guys. And while they've been suggesting platforms, also people that you can follow when you are doing your research. And right now, guys, we even have better resources, tools to do research. We have AI tools. I even created my own AI agent. And if anyone out there wants to have their own AI agent created by Harley, just let me know. Let me know. I'll charge you $100. Kidding. uh, but yeah, this just let's just learn how to make money here as well. And I hope actually like projects, you know, get in here and have real business models that's not going to be depending on the token prices up and down, because that's going to be the key for crypto projects to be sustainable. It's when there's business model that's all, you know, that's going to be also used on the Web2 space. Miss Hustle. Yes, Miss Hustle.
Yeah, it's Miss Hustle. Yeah, no, it's a really fucking cool conversation. Really, really interesting. Very informative. Like everything that you guys were saying, my ex partner called me about maybe a week ago, and like I said, he's been trading for 12 years now. So 12 years. So he's given up his full time position as a head pharmacist to trade full time. So he's been, like I said, 12 years. Now he called me the other day and he was in absolute hysterics, and I couldn't calm him down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like what is wrong? Anyway, so his wallet got drained after 12 years of trading, and it was 78,000 American. So like you were saying before, it doesn't really matter. I think how long you've been trading as well. Like there's so many people out there as well that you need to be so careful. I think he said he was getting phone calls at like Binance and things like that, and we use Binance here, like it's going out of fashion. And it was just something so little. Like he's always said, don't click on links, don't fall in love with the market, don't use your emotions, never ever have any kind of emotions when it comes to trading, never fall in love with the project. Whenever someone tells you to buy something, don't buy it. When everyone's saying it's shit, it's shit, it's shit, buy it. And I get that. Like once I've heard it from everyone else, yeah, it's almost basically what every kind of experienced trader says. So yeah, it is interesting to hear it because even obviously even people that have been trading, very very experienced traders, there's still fuck ups that they can do and that they do just for little tiny things. There's so many people out there, that are not doing the right thing, for other people.
Yeah. Well, there's always um, two sides. You know, it's a good and a bad. Maybe there's. Oh yeah, yeah, yes, Creon. I'm sorry, your hands will fell down now. So Creon.
Yeah, hi, I'm sorry.
I thought you slept. Anyway,
No, no,
yeah.
no. People are just so passionate here. I love the conversation. How's it going? I actually had a question to Brokie, but I'm gonna ask you if we have time for that.
A 1 minute. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanna ask Brokie, his um like views when it comes to diversifying on crypto.
Sorry,
Do you think it's
what,
good?
what was the question? Diversifying what, sorry?
Yeah, diversifying on crypto, because Warren Buffett said diversification is the protection against ignorance, and I'd like to know what you say about it.
Well, like I said, I mean, the Web3 space, the crypto space changes narrative so quickly. So yeah, I mean that is like a age old advice, and don't forget Warren Buffett is over 90 years old, so his idea of a good investment is very different from a Web3 investor, right? So personally, I think that if you want to diversify, you really have to diversify on the hot narratives rather than just putting your money everywhere and hoping something is going to come good. You really need to know, okay, what's a hot narrative right now. Put your money in it, maybe in a couple of narratives, and when you see the momentum going out, that's when you get out. That's the best way to do it. Yeah. Unless it's like a long-term project, unless you're putting money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, okay, then that's solid. But if you're playing with the lower caps, you have to be very nimble, extremely nimble.
Thank you for answering, Shannon. Yeah, I'm good, Harley.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prion, and thank you for guesting today. Actually, and we all know we've learned our lessons when we were broke. I hope that everyone actually learned, because if you don't, you will be repeating those experiences. Do you want to be broke again? I don't want to. That's why I'm looking for a sugar daddy. Did anyone know one? Kidding. Anyway,
It's the same thing as investing in crypto, Holly. If you're looking for a sugar daddy, make sure you do your research.
oh, for sure. I don't want to go. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I will be doing my thorough research. Mm-mm. Do you have anything, anything you want to say to them, Brokey? Before we're wrapping up this space right now, but y'all
I will
done.
ask Rich too, okay?
Yeah, of course. The restream is still up. I like seeing my face here. Anyway, yeah, Brokey.
Right. All right. I'll just summarize a couple of things. Hey, thank you all for your attention. Really appreciate your time. And I know in some parts of the world it's quite late in the evening, like Miss Hustle in Sydney is probably past dinner time, probably time for bed. But for the rest of us, it's prime time. It's prime time. So, but hopefully some of the things that were shared by all the speakers, Terrace was sharing a lot. Wilfred, Miss Hustle, Harley, Crayon, Timmy. I hope that some of the things that we shared is of value to you. And this is not from a point of trying to inflate our ego and show you how clever we are. We are not clever. We have just more experience than some of you guys listening in, and we've made the mistakes so that you don't have to make the mistakes. And so what Holly said is correct. I mean, if you're doing the same things over and over again and expect a different result, then it's madness. It is madness. So learn from your mistakes. Don't repeat them. And particularly in crypto, you got to do your research. You got to really understand what you're putting your money into, rather than just following influencers or following, the Uber driver or the cab driver. You got to make sure that your source of information is solid. Yeah. So if any of you guys are interested in the Brokie Inu project, you can check us out on our website, which is www.brokieinu.wtf. The WTF, the what the fuck thing, I thought it was funny and it's appropriate for a meme coin. And we have an AMA every day, Monday to Sundays, every day at 9:15 p.m. Singapore time. That's where I'm based. And most of the AMAs, we talk about what's going on in Brokie. Sometimes we have special AMAs, like the one that we had a couple of days, yesterday on Saturday. We talked about whether you should be putting money in altcoins or meme coins. So if you want to listen to that one, it's on our Twitter site. You can go back and listen to the recorded version. There's plenty of alpha there. And I show you after listening, it's a long AMA. I think it was like more than 3 hours. But listen to it, and you might get some tips out of where you should be putting your money next. Okay, with that, I'll hand it back to Holly.
Can we find that, Brokey? Is there any way you can post that somewhere for us to?
Yeah, I can.
Is there any way you can, it's just easy for us to?
Sure, I'll put it on the jumbotron. How about that?
Fuck yeah, that sounds really, really, really fucking cool. Jobu Ninja's got his hand up for ages. Jobu, talk to us. What is good?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'll be quick. I know you're wrapping up the space. Hello, everybody. Yo, so just one thing I guess to keep in mind as a state of mind is that education is expensive. And so don't take every loss as a loss. You know what I mean? A lot of times those losses, they got wins in there because you're learning. So if anything, whenever you start doing anything, you're not gonna win at first. If you're lucky, if you're super fucking lucky, maybe. But you can go a couple years without really getting those wins. But I mean, what other environment can you really get come ups like you can in the crypto space? When in such an amount of time, you can also get worked. But just keep that in mind. Every education is expensive, no matter where you get it. So if it's getting cut off the top, scam dumped on every now and again, whatever, it's all you just got to pay attention. Just listen and take those lessons as blessings, right? And then you be set up for the next one. So that's all I got to say on that.
Thank you, Jobu Ninja. Hey, Miss Hustle, I've just put the recorded space up on the Jumbotron, so you can have a look at that and listen to that while you fall asleep tonight.